only for the real.
Only for the real.
Only for the real.
Only for the real. This is only for the real, man. You fake, man. Close your fucking ears, man.
Thank you for tuning in to the Supreme Podcast on Only for the Real Radio. It's Thursday. It's Thursday, February 7th, 2019. And thank you, because you could have been anywhere in the world. But you're here with me, my A-Rap homie.
You already know.
We got Barbie G in the building.
Yeah, I'm in the building.
BimpGod.
BimpGod, Barbie G TV.
Yeah, y'all know how we start off every episode of Only for the Real Radio, the Supreme Podcast. We got to kick it off. We're in the news, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Last week we joined y'all, and it was so epic because the guest canceled. I ain't like that nigga music. He was corny. So, you know what I'm saying? Nigga know that, man. I said that last week. I stand on what I say on. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was corny, so we just had the gang. You know what I'm saying? And this week we was supposed somebody had to have somebody else. My nigga BimpGod. He said he had to slide through. You know. Yeah. Tell us some real shit, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't BimpGod time now. It ain't BimpGod, you here for the whole experience.
Okay.
Here for the whole experience. We just can't let him cheap out and just say what he got to say. You got to stick around for the whole play, you know what I'm saying? So we kick off every episode of Only for the Real Radio with In the News. And this, usually we use a lot of pop culture, a lot of listen to keep it entertaining. But I think for the most part, lately we've been real, conscious about real life shit going around. Barbie G is a real community orientated, focused type dude, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad to have him this week because the first topic in the news I wanted to talk about was the consent decree being federally enforced and mandated. They can't really federally enforce. They can put a person in place to try to help us, you know, enforce what they want the police department to change. And a lot of black people taking like they don't understand how important that shit is. This shit for us, my nigga, we not celebrating the consent decree. Yeah. The police can't just be upping the guns on us and sitting on there. They can't just pull you over and this federally mandated. G, we acting like just because they don't come with food stamps or something. Nigga, we should be, you know what I'm saying? We should be rejoicing in this. The government has acknowledge the wrong the police have done to Chicago citizens for so long. And I don't think that's getting enough attention. I don't think that is. So if you don't know what the consent decree is in Chicago, you need to Google it. They got all type of organizations online that'll help you understand it. And it's not going to instantly change, but there's a monitor now in the city that monitors the police activity, and there's a lot of shit that's gonna change. It's a big thing. Yeah. As a young black man in Chicago, damn, G, I know the police could just pull you over because you look too damn long. You feel like, damn, bro, why the fuck you do? Man, take a fucking hat off, folk. Right. Damn, they on us, G. Damn, folk. This shit is big, G. What the fuck, and we not celebrating that enough. So, my first in the news topic, I want the whole everybody. I wanted to highlight it, but we got to keep moving. I wanted to talk so much about it. I just want people to have their own understanding of it. Get your own knowledge. Look it up. Use the internet for more than your Instagram and your Facebook. Go on Google sometimes. Learn something that they ain't teaching you in school. Learn something outside of what the news giving you because they not really covering this shit. Right. And that feeds into my second topic of the night with the mayoral race on the line. You know, we got a lot of people plugged into the city trying to plug who they want to plug. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get political, but I don't think my nigga Willie Wilson getting a fair shake. I told her, I feel so great because 4 years ago I told my grandma, you need to vote for Willie Wilson. She Willie Wilson, that nigga. He can't talk, but he a good businessman. I can't vote for Willie Wilson, no. And now I'm grandma. You gonna vote for Willie Wilson? She like, I think I throw a vote for Willie. You feel my nigga Willie get we. It's so many black people on the.
It's a lot of candidates.
It's a lot of candidates.
It's a lot of black candidates.
It's a lot of black candidates, and that's causing in the end we look at it like it's progression, but it's actually causing a rift. It's gonna cause a split in the vote. Mm-hmm. So we gonna end up with probably two white dudes in a runoff or some shit. Yeah. So, but that's horrible. So we need to all advocate. You should have your own knowledge again. That's why it's important to know about the consent decree because the next mayor, if he white, he not gonna enforce that shit. That's not of his agenda. He has to have his city council only moves to what he deems important shit. And if we not paying attention to that shit, we gonna get left out again. They giving us an opportunity. And we gonna get left out the fuck again. We have to wake up, G. This shit bigger than rap music. No diss to all my rap art musicians out there doing their things. This shit bigger than music. We a community that are socially adept to reaching people, and we choose to reach them in such the wrong fucking way. Pop Perkies, Pop Mollies. Nah, nigga, this consent decree, my nigga.
Sip syrup.
Consent decree. 12 ain't whooping us no more, man. They is whooping shit. Don't get that. Don't get them misunderstood. 12, if the dick's swelling up, folks, do what you gotta do. Folks.
Right. You better
I don't even think they the police. Them the dicks, folks. It's the police, then it's the dicks, folks.
So many Man, shit.
But we should definitely pay attention to the shit that go on in our community. I don't want to spend too much time on it, and that's bogus for me because if it was a hot topic, some social media shit, we can argue this shit all day. But I want to just get that out the way, and because it's important to me. It's important to me, and this is important to me. And thank you for listening, because we're gonna get into topic number 3. Now this is entertainment. It's funny it's funny to me. It's not so funny to everybody else. So my nigga 21 Savage, man. Free my nigga 21, man.
Free 21.
Free the Brit. Free the UK Savage.
Yeah.
Zone 6 implant. Zone 6 immigrant. You know what I'm saying? Free the Zone 6 immigrant. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, like again, in a day's time, we just had an interaction before we started this shit with Barbari, and I had made a little joke. I'm like, man, he made a joke about Burger King and and I'm like, man, because I'm fat, I want the Burger King and shit. And you know, in today's time, you can pick and choose how to be sensitive. We can't crack a joke about shit. Like niggas get mad, like man, don't crack a joke about man. Niggas talking about rolling up dead niggas. You talking about laughing about a nigga being in jail. You talking about smoking this nigga's whole deceased. But we can't crack about a nigga being in jail? Like, what the fuck? What world are we living in, bro? And it is fucked up about the 21 Savage situation.
I mean, he ain't in jail, though,
He
man.
is. He in ICE detention. You in worse than fucking jail,
I thought they
nigga.
took him back already.
Nah, bro, you in ICE detention, man.
Oh, damn. Ain't that a bitch?
You gotta get your ass deported. You just like anything, bro. It's easy to get in for. It's hella hard to get out there, motherfucker. They got to misuse you for about 30 days in ICE, I'm pretty sure, folks. You know what I'm saying? Get that whole Americanized thought out your head that you get to come back and enjoy this great country. It's a great country. We do some fucked up things. It's a great country, though. Right. And I'm not laughing at 21. I am laughing because it was some funny ass memes. You see a lot of people speaking out, they talking about it like, man, bro, you can't make jokes about a nigga being in jail. Like, what? Like, I got plenty of niggas in jail. I crack hella jokes on their ass when they in jail. Like, damn, bro, you know, I know it's tough in that bitch bullshit. I've been tough to see. I'm like, bro, stop playing like that, bro. Like, man, bro, I'm bogus. You feel me? But what the fuck, G? Like, he too famous. Like, because he was speaking out on immigrant issues and shit like that. We can't crack a joke about that nigga. Like, how you feel about that shit, right? We can't crack a joke about 21.
I know we definitely can. Shit, I crack jokes
Crack
about
jokes. It's just funny. He ain't from here. You know, he repped the Zone 6, but Atlanta is like that. They let people come down now. Well, I ain't gonna say they let people, but people be implants in the A. You know.
I'm saying though, because like I guess Chicago is like hella different. Because you could be from Chicago, and then they be like, where you from, bro? And he was like, yeah, shit, I'm 63rd. I'm like, how long this nigga been over here? Like, man, he moved out here, he was like 17. Like, this nigga ain't from 63rd. He had 17 years somewhere else. Where the fuck he from? You know, motherfucker, get on your ass, bro. Like,
who you related to?
You know, especially to know this. Hey, bro, where you from, bro? Man, I'm from the Hundreds. 100 what, man? 138th and we like 138th. What, nigga? What? You from Riverdale? No, bro, you not from Chicago. Like, I be in there. I'm people from the Heights. I be in Hundreds all the time. Fuck you, like, no, bro. You from the Heights, bro. Like, get that shit correct, bro. You can't be saying talking about that shit, bro. Niggas don't ask you where you from, nigga. You moved over here when your little ass was already established, bro. You feel me?
You know what? That might be some excusable, but
no, hell no.
Around the corner, random fly, you might get in there, but them niggas talking about they from Naperville,
Right?
Aurora, Vice Lords and shit.
Aurora.
Yeah, like,
No.
I'm saying though,
Riverdale,
That's
you might
the
get a pass,
Chicagoland area, though.
And
It's the Chicagoland
You
area.
from Chicagoland area. Like, nigga, this ain't a car dealership. We not selling cars, nigga. We talking about where the fuck you from. Like, you know, a Chicago nigga. No disrespect to that. Like, I don't really be trying to focus on the gang banging and shit like that. But a Chicago nigga, like, my homie, my stone homie. You ask a nigga where he from. I'm from Spark, nigga. Hey,
Right.
All right, bet. That's how you know a nigga where he from. You can't be like, yeah, I'm from Zone 6. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm Britain, nigga. Who fuck you talking about, man? Britain, but you know what I'm saying?
You can't.
You gotta say that, G.
Right.
You in Atlanta now, you got to.
It's some people in the hood that's adopted. I mean, but you gotta be.
Nigga, and even
gotta
when you
be that
adopted
nigga,
in the
though.
hood, G, what he say? He, man, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't grew up with these niggas. I ain't been around these niggas forever, but I fought with these niggas. These niggas like, man, since the dirt, I know these niggas. Nigga will explain that. No, I'm not from here, G, but these my niggas, folks.
Right.
Like, we all from the hood. You had, you like, damn, for y'all, who is dude? Like, man, you know what I'm saying? I fuck y'all niggas, dog. I'm not saying it's necessary for 21 to expose who he was, like to parade around with his UK flag and explain his background, bro. But you talking that gangster shit. The hottest nigga in America ain't from the UK, folks.
Right.
He not. I'm I'm not trying to take away the fact that 21 might be a savage. But everything the government is putting out there, they like, this shit fake. Like, we owe his people for real shit.
Yeah.
We not owe him for this real shit. We owe him for a fucking visa. He ain't popping shit, bro. That nigga rapping. And that's when it get fucked up. Like,
But they say he got caught. They say he got caught.
it
with
was
a
a bump in the car, but they said
yeah.
but the car wasn't his and the bumper wasn't his.
Okay.
Now I'm not.
But I mean, if he an immigrant, don't get like diplomatic immunity.
No, you can't. No, you have to be an immigrant that come with diplomatic immunity.
Right, you gotta come
just
over
come
with diplomatic
with a green
immunity,
card
right.
or a visa. You just a fucking immigrant. You know what I'm saying? That's it. He wouldn't be in this situation. And, but that ain't even the bone I got to pick with 21. Like I don't like motherfuckers so quick to jump to his defense. Like it is a fucked up situation to be anytime somebody. Now, like, we keep saying jail, but they trying to take you away from something that where you nesting or whatever you call it. You import it to. You know what I'm saying? But all jokes aside, 21 is a British motherfucker, and he come over here and he make his music and his money off rapping about the worst things about African American culture. Nobody seems to be talking about this. Hell yeah, he made a song with J. Cole where he talked about.
So you trying to call him a culture?
I'm trying to. I don't see no other way you can.
He's a fraud.
I don't see no way. I don't see no other way you can.
I mean,
as a black man,
Yeah,
that live in this shit, that has to survive in
He's
this
a
shit.
flat-out fraud,
Gee, you
bro.
can't come and tell. You can't come rap about the world, the ills part, and then be trying to. Then after you get your fame and success, be like, man, it's another way to do it, nigga. They only see the way you tell, nigga, how you got it, nigga.
Well, he ain't really never represent nothing from the UK, but it is hoods in the UK.
It
too,
is, and they get out, but they ain't shooting. They
He ain't
stabbing.
rep that though. He should have repped that.
But,
He
I mean,
shoulda
say
threw
you
that
from
out there.
there.
Say
Right,
it.
rep that.
from
Throw
there,
that out there.
dog.
Throw a hint. You know what I mean? There's some because
Them motherfuckers
Niggas
you
doing
talking
their
about you from
research now.
Atlanta and shit. Hey, now, let me tell you this though. Had that nigga been from Chicago, he'd have been exposed.
Yeah, hell
Motherfucker
yeah.
would have
been
been.
exposed.
Hold on, fam. Wait a minute.
Hey, your cousin from Morgan.
Right.
You be
He would have made it that
He say he from
far.
But he had a lot of shit. He had a lot of shit working for him. Like when I first heard of 21, Metro Boomin was producing everything. So it was like, damn, like he wasn't even that cold on the floor. It just grew. The beat was so cold. You're like, man, he actually is kind of going. So after a while, it's just like it kind of seemed like I guess as a real like hip hop consumer, I felt like a nigga snaked me or something. Like, man, gee, I just got
That's
to
how I
liking this
feel,
nigga.
man.
And it's
It's
like, damn, this
fraud,
old
man.
British ass nigga. Oh, come on, man. It's like
So
a
it's-
Mexican rapping or something.
So is
man.
this like is the rappers like not hugging Atlanta? Like what is they doing?
It gotta be
It
something.
gotta be like something going on
And
down there.
And for the
Y'all gotta
artist,
fact check though. Real
as
shit.
an artist, I don't know how this make y'all feel, but to me, if I was an artist, this is how I would feel. I'm like, just you know what I'm saying, having a theory on this. Damn, my shit so copy and paste that anybody can come do this shit. Like this whole British nigga can just,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, just sit around under the culture, suck it up, and then you know what I'm saying. Come on, how the fuck is he on? I'm really, you know, like what the fuck, nigga. Bitch, nigga, man. I ain't even free 21 all that, man. But I got the right to feel how I feel, and it's freedom of speech. I can free to be racist. I can free to be whatever, because I'm an American. Goddammit. And that is what we do here. We free to do whatever the fuck we do, and every week here at Only for the Real Radio, that's what the fuck we do. We get it in the motherfucking news, man. Free 21 Savage and all the other immigrants locked up in ICE that's going somewhere to the southern to the Keep these goddamn Mexicans where they at, boy. They up there stealing our jobs, our women. They raping and they taking them drugs, man. And look, that's not my opinion. That's the opinion of the president. Like, see, you can't get mad at me. That's a presidential opinion. They selling that goddamn cane.
Hey man, but we would have no cocaine.
We
went
wouldn't.
for
We would have a lot of shit, man. We would have a lot of shit, man. We have
No cocaine.
We have lower quality cocaine. Like they coming at A1.
Yeah, they coming with
with A1 work packaged to their babies, man. Ain't no racism. We tired of that. No, we not. we gonna get back into it with some music when we come back. We gonna get into it with my nigga BimpGod. You already know what we got here at Only for the Real Radio. We got some BimpGod music, so we gotta give him the real treatment. We got the gang here. We supposed to have a Mexican homie. Y'all know that banging now is time. Oh, it ain't time for that yet. We got the weird flex, but okay for this week, man. I'm gonna let y'all hear about that shit, man. Y'all know that weird flex. We got the banging now, and we ain't going for useless facts this week because it's Black History Month. We ain't gonna never give you nothing fucking useless in Black History Month. We giving 4 Black History facts. We get back to the European months. We get the Mexican month. We give you some useless shit. But right now, we got to educate our people of important shit. So we're gonna get into it with some music. When we come back, we're gonna get into it with my nigga BimpGod, that TCO shit. He say, folks, he got some shit to get off his chest. And you know
Yeah,
what place better? What place better than to spend it with me, my Lebanese homie, my Stone homie? We got Bob Marlowe in the motherfucking building, old head in the building, Barbie G in the building, man.
Let's get it.
Only for the real radio.
This your boy Ken Ban. You listening to one of the livest internet radio stations online. Only for the real shit, man. Fake need not apply. Where you going?
Only for the real radio, the Supreme Show. We back in this bitch, man. My nigga BimpGod in the building.
Yeah. Still here.
Been a long time, BimpGod. I think about that's 25th. What's this year? 2019.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we did something like
2015.
Probably 2016. We did the TCO Fest.
Oh yeah,
early
we did
2016.
the TCO Fest. Yeah.
Yep, that was the TCO Fest. So
Yeah.
it's been since then, and I had to reach out and get on Only for the Real, man. I feel like right now, where I'm at in the game, is pivotal for me to, start voicing voicing myself,
Yeah, we jump right into it, but go and let the people know who you are, like what it is you do, all the sauce you drip.
Oh, okay. So, BimpGod is the music, BimpGod, one word. That's the music. Bari GTV, that's more like the marketing. That's more like the label, more the hosting. And so with the BimpGod music, man, I just been rocking for a minute now. Shit, with the TCO World, that's the crew. You know what I'm saying? That's my guys, and we started that, and there's a lot in between that right now. But you can find my music on the iTunes and the Spotify, BimpGod, one word. And I picked that BimpGod because it stand out. You know what I'm saying? Like I picked BimpGod, during a time period where me and my homies was rocking with the word bimp, and I was like, what's that? You know what I'm saying? And it was some slang we was really fucking with, and can I say that? Yeah. Okay, all right, I bet. It was some slang we was fucking with, and it got an acronym, you know what I'm saying? It had a lot of different acronyms, but BIMP, beautiful, important people making moves.
I thought it was about the bitches.
I just tweaked. I fucked up the acronym anyway. But it's been a long time, but Bimp, you know what I'm saying? We want. Yeah, we wasn't saying the word bitch like that.
He just tried to hold acronym deep and shit. Like
I know, right? No, but
beautiful.
We wasn't saying bitches and shit, so we was saying Bimp, but it was with the guys like Los Extra and Fist, They came with the Bimp. I just took it as BimpGod because I wanted people to know, and I just put the rap into it, and it was like BimpGod. Fuck it, I'm gonna run with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And
it sounds like you would, because like I'm gonna get deep into it, like what I do know and shit, but it sounds like you just want to sound more cool about saying, nigga, I had the hoes, and that's why I was BimpGod.
Let me tell you, like it was a thing, and we always had the ladies around us, and like
why you so politically correct?
No, I'm coming correct. I'm coming correct for real. So like having the ladies, having the bitches, whatever. I mean the bimps, whatever. That's what we would say, and that's what it was. I mean, we had the ladies with us, and I'm a smooth dude, so I try to keep the ladies around and keep that aspect, man. I ain't kicking it with the guys all day, man. I got a group of ladies that'll rock with me.
All right, so this your lady that's sitting over here with us?
Oh, yeah, that's my
that's
my
that's what it is. This lady in the
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, we all right, okay. I'll do the same thing, player.
I'm the same.
So we getting the mouth tonight,
man. Don't start no mess, man. We good.
He's very
political in here.
No, y'all getting the real me, real shit. Like that's why I brought the Ciroc, so I could just be me. Like fuck it, man. Let that take over.
So yeah, my girl, so she know I'm doing this shit.
But that's Sanji though. She do the marketing, she do the management, so it's a business move as well,
Yeah, and not you know what I'm saying, not to jump in ahead of things and shit, but 2018 you really took like a hold on your music. Like I've been knowing you a while, and I've been knowing you so long that I had to remember like I seen your face before. I'm like, oh, man, I knew this nigga in another life. And you went to New Concept with me.
Yeah, I did. We did go to New Concept. We went to baby school. No 21 Savage shit. I'm really from here, man. Like since baby shit, really like College right up the way,
So it's like
South Shore, Grand Crossing. What, Woodline, Avalon, Stony Island, King, 71st, 75th, 79th.
Really seeing the nigga and then watching his music and shit, because I got on you secondary and shit. Like, you always been doing your music, but then you just kind of played the background. You kind of, you know what I'm saying, just promoting ID, stayed to the back, did the TCO shit as a push the brand. And last year, some came over you, I gotta drop this. You just get dropped VVS tape, all this shit. Hey, what inspired you? What got into you? Like,
it's a backstory, you know. So, well, I've been dropping the BimpGod under the BimpGod name. I've been doing that since damn near, like, coming out of 2012 to 2013. It's 2019 already. So I made 5 mixtapes. It started off me making mixtapes, and shout out to ID. You know, he doing his 23 Entertainment shit hard right now. But shout out to him because bro was he'll put out a tape, and then so we was close, so we started doing the TCO shit back then, and we came together like we gonna do the TCO shit hard. So like once he put out a tape, as like on the label side, me thinking like I gotta put out something. I can't let bro just put out something and not be under the label act. And I kind of grew up like that. I grew up around people who was already making songs and making mixtapes. So I always wanted to have a plethora of mixtapes and music, you know, where people could stream it. But a lot of times I was just doing the CDs and shit like that. But like now it's streaming, so all my shit on the streaming platform now. I got about 50 songs on there, and I got new shit now. So I got all my shit from 2012 up until now. I got on the SoundCloud too, man. So if you ain't got the title and all that shit, the $9.99 a month, go do the SoundCloud.
Thank you, because it is poor.
It's on some YouTube shit. You know, YouTube shit too. Bob Marley, he on the SoundCloud.
Man. Hey, you be funny as hell on social media. This nigga be funny as fuck. Yeah. The nigga be in a field of vegetables and shit like, as soon as I leave here, I'm going to smoke my veggies.
Hell yeah.
So, no, see, like, and that's why I'm glad you here. We get clarity on the whole situation. Because I thought, like, 23 ENT was TCO. Like, I'm low.
No, man.
Hey. How your mixing that is gonna just come up in this?
She was cold out there,
and you halfway drunk. Put your ass out here. You look like you tried to bust a nigga windows out. Look how you look. Put your ass out here.
Real shit. She was cold, man. Y'all left outside.
Diary of a mad black Mexican.
What's the 23? I'm sorry.
So that's why I'm here, man. Let me set the record straight, man. Like 23 is. So it do tie in because ID is TCO, but he took off on that shit. You know, it was a lot of business ventures, man. It's a lot of background with the TCO, and it's some members, you know. And as an active member, you know, I'm like, you know, I know ID. He want to do a lot of different shit. He want to do shows. He want to do all this shit. I'm like, bro, if you put TCO, you involving 12, 15, 20 niggas. So like, you know. Everybody don't rock with everybody, so you gotta be careful where you put out brand, because then I get a call like, man, y'all got motherfuckers over here on the show, you know, but bro just doing his business and making his connect. So it was a push. It was a time for him to do the 23 Entertainment, which is good. And bro, you know, he got them skills to do, you know, get all over the place with it. And like I said, I just always played my position and my role, and I always made music, and my shit hot. So go see my shit. My shit hot as fuck.
I always just listen on some
It's low key.
I'm gonna post it.
But it's hot.
You got a little smooth flow and shit. Nigga, you gotta drop some videos.
I ain't dropped no videos, so this why I'm here. I need the videographers to fuck with me. I ain't got no budget for y'all, and that's the thing. They want that budget, because I want to do movie making shit.
My nigga!
I want to do slow motion, cinematic drone shit. Like, fuck with me. Fuck with me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, this nigga came to keep.
I ain't got that much. Look, and shit. I ain't putting myself out there. You'll see me in the club. You'll hear my shit, but I ain't. You know, motherfuckers get dimes on you when you dropping them videos and get the critiquing you and sitting back blowing their L's, talking shit. No, I don't give a motherfucker that chance. They gotta meet me in the field. But I do want to do the video, so all the videographers, get the fuck at me, man, because we need to make this shit turn to a movie. Because I ain't doing no bullshit. For real, I ain't doing no half-ass shit.
Now, outside of your artistry, you have a wide ranging, you know, group of ventures. Like, nigga, you damn near an activist. You know what I'm saying? I just seen you the other day, doing my homework. I'm like, damn, my man just graduated. Like, you doing a lot of big shit.
Shout out to Chicago State, because it was about to. I had to come save it. You know, they like, man, you gotta save the school.
Gee, this nigga just was a soldier boy in this bitch.
I ain't saved the whole Chicago State, but I was grinding, man. So I did do some of the college shit now, and you know, I'm one of the success stories and shit, man. It took me a minute.
Nigga, I know it's like unfashionable for rappers to talk about all that. Like, bro, real life, you involved in a lot of different shit.
I'm involved in a lot of different. I'm involved in a lot of different. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you.
Yeah, go on.
Not only did I graduate, but I also dropped the hot music consistently. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I'm in the hood, man. I travel, but I'm in the hood though, for real. Like I literally grew up on the east side through all the different eras and survived it. Literally, rest in peace to all the guys who didn't survive it. You feel me? Because it's real. Like it's not a lie.
Ain't make it.
From being in this motherfucking cottage in Stony and 71st and the 9 and all that shit is real, bro. Seriously, and I'm happy to be here. So my shit is valid. You know what I'm saying? The face it, I ain't gonna say I'm the face of the east side, but put me on that coin. You feel me? Because we've been around for a minute. Honestly, and me and the crew and shit, a lot of guys didn't make it. So shout out to the real that's here still, for real. So.
Now you can't look. I already had the prepackaged, and I ain't even let me get to the prepackaged. But we already, why we here. My nigga know why we here. This nigga C came to me say, but those like I fuck with bro though. You know what I'm saying? Bro send me some music. He know I got him. Whenever he tell me he got something, we do that though. Yeah. But this nigga say he got some real shit he want to talk. You got to get the real shit off your chest. I ain't gonna never.
It's just the fact that like you brung up the 23. Like it's the big thing. Like you brung up my homie ID. Like me and him, we started a lot of this shit, but like on the internet, it's shit different than in real life. Then you got a nigga like Mile High, you know what I'm saying? Who a nigga, help get on his feet, do a lot of shit. It's like you don't want to see niggas turn Hollywood, but you want to see niggas make it and be good, but you don't want to see nobody turn Hollywood, especially when you still doing your craft and you still popping out, showing your face, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I done helped a lot of people reach that pinnacle, and it's a lot of older cats who talking about they done helped everybody, but they done skipped over the guys on this end, you feel me? So I'm here to come back and take that claim, man, real shit. Like, it's a lot of people we done helped. Yeah, we done been there for a lot of different shit, and it's popping up in my head. Like, the name dropping ain't came in. I'm going to take another shot, then the name dropping might have to just...
Hey, look, and I'm glad we getting into this shit because, like, me on the outside looking in, like, of course, I had issues. I got out niggas. Yeah, I fuck my out niggas.
Who you went to it with? Who
I
you
went to it with
niggas,
niggas. I ain't into it
Who
with
the
niggas.
ops, man? Let me know, because I don't know. I be
When
posting
we get off the
shit.
air, I'm going to say a nigga name. I'm going to say niggas' names, but I don't get it out.
Right.
No shine. Niggas know how the fuck I'm
You
coming.
only get half a
Oh,
bomb.
you mean who?
Fuck you niggas.
I'm gone, dog. Sign yourself, kill yourself, man.
Yeah, man.
But niggas be rocking with niggas I don't rock with. I rock with y'all heavy. I was gonna bring my
get it.
TCO hat because I bought a TCO fucking knit hat,
Yeah.
$15 fucking dollars.
Oh.
It didn't last that fucking long. So where my new TCO hat at? That's what I'm saying. I need a new TCO
So
hoodie, G.
Marlo, he still got the...
But-
We gonna have a line in the spring.
But that's why I was lost at. That's why I'm glad you're here
Definitely.
to get some confirmation, clarification on situations. Because there's so many. Y'all have a lot of shows. Y'all put a lot of niggas on the shows.
Yeah.
Y'all be having op-ass niggas host shows.
That's what I'm saying.
All types of shit.
That's because it looked that way, and then that's what I'm saying. A lot of shit trickled down. So we have our meetings. We have our text threads. You know how that go. We got the group text. That shit gets bananas. And then it's like niggas don't meet no more. Niggas learning off niggas looking at social medias. You feel me? Like, so motherfuckers don't really pop up and really, do the brains of the shit, man. Now I'm really here. So like, I got my marketing degree now. You know what I'm saying? So I want to put it to use only in this music shit. Like, I don't want to work for nobody, and I'm gonna always drop this hot shit. So it's like, at the end of the day, we gotta sit down at that round table and put some shit on paper, man, because motherfuckers all over the place, and then they thinking it's like, it trickled down to me because I'm solid. I stay where I'm at. I don't switch on sides. I stay solid. Well, who's solid with me? I stay right there with the foundation. And at times, I am the only one still repping the brand. And at times, I'm not. You feel me? So it's like, right now, it's just that time to let it be known. Like, yeah, we still pushing for it. This TCO movement and all the ventures. You feel me? So, yeah, man, I'm just here to expose the fake, man. Like, I mean, I ain't name dropping. I ain't on no petty shit at all, it's just, man, I done put a lot of work in, for real, to still be here and dropping this hot music, and my new shit hot as fuck, so I gotta, you know what I'm saying, like, I got it coming back to be known, like, that's what I'm here for, that's what the fuck I'm here for.
I ain't never letting you off the hook like that, man.
Okay.
Niggas rocking wrong, you go out, as long as, I don't like to get an ops to shine, bro, but if they rocking wrong, you gotta let niggas know who rocking wrong.
A lot of it is, family business.
Yeah, and that's what you know what I'm saying.
None
That's
of his
why
family business.
And niggas ain't my family no more, so I diss on niggas. Niggas bitches, you feel me? But you be fucking with the ops. You be with the ops, G. You be with the ops.
I don't know if I've been with none of your ops, bro.
You be with the ops. You be with the you know what? We been having
he gonna have to talk to me. We gonna have to talk.
We've been having a good time. We've been having a good time. My nigga BimpGod. We've been getting into him with this interview. Y'all already know we ain't done here. We got to we can't give away what we are selling. So we gonna get into it with some more motherfucking music when we come back. We gonna get into it with that banger because this is one of my favorite times of the show. No, I think we should before we get into the banger or into some more music. We should get into the weird flex. But okay of the week. And this one goes to my nigga Liam Neeson. If y'all don't, man, this nigga say you heard about your boy?
Yeah.
You heard about yeah, we gonna I'm gonna play the clip now so y'all can all hear it in real time. This nigga crazy, man. He's a tough guy. Liam Neeson. Toughest white guy in America.
He don't get no fuck either.
No, he did give a fuck afterwards. We gonna talk about it though. He gave a fuck after. Mexican, what's wrong with you?
Girl, bro, me like that.
Girl. Please, bro, I'm ready to kill this nigga. I told him I'm going to sit his compound.
Kill his ass.
Weird flex, but okay.
Weird flex, but okay.
Did you know who it was? No. What color were they? She said it was a black person.
He remembers walking the streets, seeking vengeance.
I did it for maybe a week, hoping some black bastard would come out of a pub and have a go at me about something, so that I could kill him.
Man. Weird flex, Mr. Neeson. Weird flex. So you went around Ireland waiting for the black bastard to come out of the
black
pub.
bastard.
And you was going to square with him. You and your Irish roots against the great African king. I don't think he would have lasted. I wish Liam Neeson come to America and try to push up on me with his Irish ass. Deadly mistake. Deadly fucking mistake. So that's why
not really though. Not really.
Now I'm finna kill a Lebanese bitch. You feel me? Half really. Fucking immigrant.
G, we know you can't fight, G.
I don't fight. I shoot.
We know that.
I don't fucking fight.
All right.
What's
it's all
fuck?
good, G. It's
man,
all good.
We get back into some music, man. Before I get violent. Niggas know I ain't had my medication today, man.
It's all right.
Now I'm getting anxious. Shout out to my nigga motherfucking
right, because nobody cares about you getting angry with your soft
shout out to my nigga damn, Ace Da Vinci, because we just played that anxiety. I need to go check that shit out on YouTube. Going crazy. Fuck with him. That's my boy. I fuck with Ace, man. We gonna get into him, my nigga. And get my nigga Kobe Bryant shit just dropped today, man. Y'all going Spotify, Google Play, iTunes.
Kobe Jordan.
Yeah, he going stupid, man. Y'all know I fuck with that boy, man. That young man has a bright future somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But like most niggas you cross my path, man, go play lotto, man, because you're a lucky motherfucker. It's only for the real right. I'm going to have to end up killing you, A-Rap, for real.
It's all good, man. It's only for the real, G. You got to be real.
Wow, we back in this bitch, man. Only for the real radio. We was gonna do the banging out, but I just, I don't want to vote on nobody's shit, man. We just listen to BimpGod and vibe out. You know what I'm saying? We really was just not saying we got on top, but we just was expanding more with my nigga. Like there's a lot of I'm learning more. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had it all figured out. You feel me? Because I thought everything went hand in hand. This nigga setting it straight. This nigga speaking on the fake. Not too many niggas gonna come on here and not say they. Like that's admirable as fuck. Like you putting niggas on the spot and you putting names to that shit.
Yeah,
man.
I wanna put a name, but I do want to shout out the latest shit I did drop was E1600.
Yeah, that shit was hot.
Thank you. E1600, which is Stony Island. I dubbed myself Stony Montana a while back. But yeah, man, I'm here, man. Just ask me some questions, man, because I need to get off my chest. Real shit.
Now, like. You got something off your chest earlier, but you go ahead, nigga. You said it was kind of slight, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? What's going on with you? Like, on the outside looking in, it looked like everything was like you been dropping crazy consistently. The music been coming flow. Y'all been doing hella shows. Op ass niggas at the shows. No, I'm gonna keep doing that. You doing your thing, though. You feel me? What could be wrong in the world of Bimp?
Well, man. I mean, I know a lot of groups had them problems where a lot of the guys had them problems where it's like. You always get into it, but man, I love cohesiveness, and I love it to be to the point where it's like, we don't gotta be arguing, we don't gotta be doing this shit, man. We gotta be smarter. Somebody, it's a lot of leaders, it's a lot of shit, but like, it's just everybody the boss, man. Everybody got that Instagram. They getting them likes by people they admire. So they don't listen, man. And I feel you. I got some stubbornness too, but like, it's a lot of names and shit who doing little certain shit that I put them people around me with the good judge of character for them to work with me. But they so stuck on the, you know what I'm saying, the Instagram people and the shit who famous and shit. But I'm like, you got the heat right here. You got a real solid person right here whenever I come around. You know what I'm saying? And if we got some history and we friends, you got a solid person. So, like, we got to work together while I'm here, while it's still time, because you never know what's going to happen. You feel me? So, like, you know, I got some names and shit, but, like, it's me. It's BimpGod, though. It's me. You feel me? Barbie GTV.
I guess more getting that, more just keeping with the thing, but, like, the understanding that, like, you feel like with you helping so many motherfuckers that's permanently doing their thing, that was it more just them taking your help and, like, using it for the best advantage to themselves, and now that it's
a lot of opportunists, a lot of capitalists. There's a lot of people stealing styles, stealing swags and shit. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? We gotta work together, man. Motherfucker, this little city right here, boy, be backbiting and doing that when it's a whole fucking world. And like, I don't know how many people got their passports. I don't know how many people just got that worldly vision. But like, we gotta stop backbiting each other. We gotta come together. That's the goal. You know what I'm saying? The ultimate goal was to get in a position to put your dog on, to put the people you've been around, you know what I'm saying? So you could get your circle successful. And a big thing I've been on is spending the black dollar. And what that means is going to the store. Your mans might not have what you want or have the right price, but actually going to that store and just dropping that cash.
Yeah, I've seen you preaching that shit a lot.
You feel me?
Like,
I've been on that.
As much as possible, you know?
Yeah.
And I try to do that as well, but it is hard as hell to spend
it's
black.
It's hard. And, I watched a documentary about the shit on some Netflix shit, but
that Killer Mike shit.
I watched the Killer Mike shit.
I ain't bad. Which inspired me. Though. Bees up, man.
No, we ain't. He tweaking on that. But shout out to my boy the Print Lounge. Shout out Manny. He still got a store in Pilsen. He did this shit in Hyde Park. He still fuck with me. I still come bring him clientele. He still break me off a little something. But he need to get his mind on the right track too. He got a store, one of the last standard stores. And then you got people like Corby, like leaders who we done came up with. But like,
yeah,
Corby ain't never really looked back and put me in position. You know what I'm saying? It's a backstory behind that. You know what I mean? Layers of shit. But like, Corby got a name. He fucked with me, but like, he could have easily snatched me up and put me in a position. Or I mean, I don't know what type of business he had on, but you know, like, even a nigga like him, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you like it, and that's crazy.
Come on, man, we connected because when that shit open,
motherfuckers doing their thing. Yeah, that you got like backdoor ways in, like, y'all, like, cause I'm
never left out.
Shit, you know,
I'm never left out because we put that energy in a long time ago. I ain't finna tell you on my age, but we put the energy in a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always was making music, always was making clothes. Since 13, 12, 10, you know, we just came up in the culture for real. You know what I mean? So, like, motherfuckers can put motherfuckers in position, G, just for a second, or we could come to the table, but it gotta be that. People gotta see that. And so, don't wait for me to go get on MTV to be like, oh, yeah, I've been fucking with Barry. That's lame, G. Like, I'm still in the field with y'all niggas every day. And I still come clean. I'm going to be fresh as hell, and I'm going to have some new heat on the music. And I'm going to have some good inspiration to chop it up with my homies about. You feel me? So, like, it's no and I know everybody raps, everybody does the shows, but, like, keep it 100%. Who is that person? I'm damn near the only one that got these certain connects from this far back. From my era, talking about high school and, you know what I'm saying, coming out of 8th grade and shit. I'm damn near the only one who's still keeping that era alive. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting older. You feel me? So, like, this is the time now for me. Like, yeah, it's only a few of us that's really from the era that's really still relevant, you know?
Now, we're saying that, like, now, like, keeping that theme and what we just was talking about. With, like, being a purveyor of South, like you saying, and having a connection and all that, don't you think it'd be, like, beneficial to kind of be with some of the shit that a lot of the people around you on, like, you know, fucking with everybody, being all inclusive and shit, like, cause like you a lot like how I think, like, gee, if I don't fuck with that shit, I can't fuck with nobody involved with that. Woo. Yeah. And nigga, if I helped you do that, nigga, how nowadays you ain't even acknowledging how, like, I don't. But
well,
you feel me?
I know that's a lot. That's the industry based on that too, cause you get a lot of that with people coming up, and you get some successful people. But like I meet a lot of artists now. Shout out to Ray Alley, shout out to Rachel through the platform. We've been doing the platform shows, and Rachel, we went to college together, you know, a while back, and she came up, and that's like my sister, you know what I'm saying? Been my friend for a while, and so they, you know, we got it to a point, but she spearheaded, and we kind of like, you know, helped lifted her up and gave her that praise, you know, and gave her that foot to do it, and like we meet all the artists now, so it's kind of different because artists come out to our shit and fuck with us, and like. I be on stage hosting, having my way, doing my thing. So people, and that's only one show because I know it's 1,000 shows in Chicago, so everybody got their shows. But we meet a lot of artists that way. So you know what I'm saying? Like you said, I'm still in tune. So, and it's like we gotta make that bigger. So you know, I be on Rachel ass too. Like, stop. She likes to get, you know, her people down. She likes to get good people to the shows. You know, names and shit. I'm like, hey, you got me. You don't need nobody else. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got me, I'll come rock that bitch for the whole show. Fresh as hell. Shout out everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you got me, so you always got a show. You know what I'm saying? So, like, she fuck with me. She's starting to get it, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to her. Shout out to the platform. It's a big thing, you know, because we've been meeting artists that way. But I've always stayed in position, you know, to rap and host and get my face out there.
So now you spoke on your age and said, I know how old you are.
Don't you know what I'm saying? Ain't no flex, you know what I'm saying? I am an 80s baby, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't.
Are you old head?
Yeah,
I'm an 80s baby. I ain't in the 90s.
School with this nigga.
I got the baby face, you know what I'm saying? I got a few scars, you know, little accident.
Niggas be staying fresh, keep, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Eat right, so they
Black seed oil, man. Black seed oil, man. Water. Some good sex, you know what I'm saying? Go vacation.
Hey, look, this is
Stay off Cottage Grove, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Ass off Cottage. Ain't nothing. Hey, you will not. You can't age gracefully on Cottage Grove, my nigga. There's no aging grace on Cottage.
God damn. Stay off Ashland too. God damn it, you're gonna age quick if you're on those blocks. Get up, go visit, go get, you know, come back,
like
fresh
you said,
face.
You were like a relic kind of in today's times because the shorties, like, from where we come from, you know, like of that time, they don't like. I just had an argument with my homie. The shorties might not know who Nelly is. You know, what I'm saying? They might not know who a lot of the shit that we. So you add a layer of sauce to the game, and you actually, I usually have to lie about this a lot. You got decent music. No, real talk. You got some decent ass music.
Thank you, bro.
And being an older nigga, I'm an old head though, so I can sit there and it's smooth.
And I'm from that era.
That's what I'm saying. That's
from that era.
Like,
so I'm that's what I'm saying. My niche is that era. It is the music. It ain't the antics. It ain't the I'm putting a show together and I got a video. It's really just that beat that I pick and my verses that I'm put on there, and then the motherfucker I get to mix it because I pay to go mix my shit. I don't be back, back in the cut. You know what I'm saying? In the closet. I don't put out my music like that. I really try to go pay for this shit with an engineer. And, you know, that only get me like 9 or 10 songs out the year. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my formula. So I ain't oversaturating myself. You know what I mean? So that's my formula, man. Shout out to Kevin Hughes. He be mixing my shit lately. My new shit. And, you know what I'm saying? So that's my formula. It is the music. It ain't all the rest of the shit. So, like, I don't think niggas blow up off just the music. I gotta have a YouTube and do all the rest of that shit. You feel me? I gotta do all the rest of that shit. Like, you know, expose yourself, which you gotta go to them heights of exposure. But I do got that music, so like, I don't say I'll write for somebody or give up my song, but I'll let a motherfucker come feature on my shit.
The Ciroc helped you earlier. Now it's just making you super fucking cocky now, man.
No, it's giving me that. No, I will accept the feature.
That nigga said, not to knock you, G. You do your thing.
I will accept the feature, but I'm not.
Don't nobody on the show. I'm here. You don't need nobody. I'm here. I'm doing this. Nigga saying, bro, come on. You say if your music hot, the nigga want to buy it, you definitely better sell that shit.
I'm gonna sell it.
That's what I'm saying. This nigga said I wouldn't sell niggas. I'm like, bro, what?
No. I
feel you though, because it shows.
I ain't just gonna sell my. But like right now, I want motherfucker to come hop on my shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
You keep the features like you keep. Like I listen to. I
keep Bob Marlowe too because I keep it. I keep it in house.
Like 3 projects on Spotify back to back today.
Yeah, because we the homies.
It was just Bob Marlowe and maybe I did a G a few times. Like man,
it's some other cats on there too.
We friends and shit. Like we got chemistry on it. You feel me? Like on the real tip. You know what I mean? Like I don't be on that rapper shit, that industry shit. I fuck with niggas that I fuck with it. We create.
This my bro. I take him. You know what I'm saying? I stay solid. Because I'm not. I feel people capitalist, but I'm not I'm keeping it solid. I'm keeping the core how it is, you know, and organic. What he do? Oh, he do it all. You talk. You want to talk to him on that? You want? I want to go over there.
Right, come sit your ass down.
So
Don't
yeah.
you little nigga in the Chinese fucking black hat, fully cap.
I drip sauce. You know?
He drip sauce, man. Shout out to
What
Bob
sauce you drip?
Marley.
'Cause I ain't slip on shit.
I'm an innovator, you know what I mean? I do music, I do a bunch of shit.
Gee, it's Black History Month. You not finna come in here, act, you know.
I'm a black farmer, you know what I mean?
You definitely, definitely tell him he a farmer for real. He a farmer.
Yeah, bust up bubble real quick. Bust up bubble real quick.
Farmer, activist for
Wait, shut
real.
your ass up and give me my hat.
We know you a
So
farmer.
that's what we do, you know. Bob Marley do his thing, so I keep him involved in everything.
Bob Marley.
And so it's more features on there. I mean, I ain't really. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm here for, man. I need the community. I need the rap community to.
But you know, like on the outside, I thought you was like so much into y'all niggas doing shows every 2 weeks and shit. It's a platform.
I know you saying you saying y'all, right?
Because I like how TCO is in one. G.
I know how it look, bro. I know how it look, but how it is, you know, it's layers to the shit because like. You got Rachel, you got ID, you got Ed Mile High, you got motherfucker Twilla, you got all these different entities. They all want the same goal, but motherfuckers is all over the place. So we piecing that shit together on the internet.
That's not a bad thing, is it?
It's not a bad thing when you could pull up and go to the show and perform, but it's a bad thing when you like, gee, you got the option here, or where my motherfucker percentage? You know what I'm saying? Or you know, it ain't about the money, but
that's a rock. Got BimpGod selling the truth, man.
Or like,
It's about that money. If you ain't got that bread,
said,
no, it ain't about that. I'm saying, lines getting crossed or foot's getting stepped on. You feel feet's getting stepped on. You feel me? So yeah, that internet we gonna take a picture and smile, but at the end of the day, I'm still on. I'm still on bro ass, or I'm still on sis ass about
that
y'all
chicken.
stepping on toes, or y'all motherfuckers ain't moving the right way. You feel me?
Mike, my understanding of the TCO is y'all was like a brotherhood because I know Mike did. He was in the TCO shit a while back. Like he said he was TCO.
Mike Nitty.
Mike Nitty.
Shout out to him.
He ain't. I don't know if he's still TCO. He used to rep that shit hard.
Mike Nitty, yeah. Shout out to Mike Nitty, man. Man, TCO, man. I mean, you know, you got ID, you got Gino East, you got different parts, but you know, you got people who is kind of brought into it. But like, shout out to him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like
the chosen ones is
the
chosen ones came from a while back. You know, it came from being in the school shit, being in Hyde Park. It came from some hip hop shit on some tag and shit. And how it got better in this day and age is me and ID. He honestly came to me. He like, man, bro, what's gonna be the name that we're moving forward with? Because he was fucking with me mainly as far as like we was fucking with each other mainly as far as doing music. But me and him ain't make a lot of music together. You feel me? So we did a lot of shit. But my main focus was to make the music together. And but TCO just became the brand that we moved under. So the chosen ones. But it's bigger than rap because you got my homie Jeremy Carter and his brothers, that's TCO, but they started as on some tag and shit, on some hip-hop shit, so it go back to 98, 99, 2000, early 2000s, which is going to be the name of my next mixtape, early 2000s, because I'm keeping that era. But at the end of the day, TCO is the chosen one.
Accepting your old head, though. Like,
thank you.
He accepted his old head. That nigga said,
Diamond District, TCO IMC.
You just
know,
dropped the VVS tape not too long ago.
It was a VVS tape for sure. Shout out to VVSK, but it was a VVS tape, and that was just beats by Matt, SC, Royce. You know. You know what I mean?
You had too much tequila, man.
We lit, but I did drop that VVS tape. East 1600, go get that. It's out now.
My man's is trying to give his.
No, I'm still going. East 1600, key to the city. End of an era. It's all on the platforms, man. While y'all talking, I'm dropping my shit.
Not Mexican. This your ass crazy.
That's really what I'm saying.
We come back.
Your nigga must be listening.
My nigga BimpGod. We gonna play some more BimpGod. We gonna get into with the full Black History facts. We come back in this bitch. Everybody, she leaving the building.
Bye,
you know what I'm saying? You see how she do us? I'm definitely dissing her once she.
What the fuck? Wait a minute. Was that the Cardi B you just tried to do?
I can't do it. I can't do it.
That's really what she wanted to do. On some real
silly
shit.
ass, man.
So in summation, I don't know who you racing. I'm already at the finish line with the flag waving. Come on.
Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's almost time we get up out of here, man. And before we leave, y'all know how we got to end
I
it.
was sure finna say,
You know
man, was we about to leave it out?
No, hell no. It's
Nice.
Black History Month. We got to get these Black History facts. I ain't giving niggas no uselessness.
No, not
in these 3 weeks of Black History
So
Month.
we doing Black History facts all month.
Probably not. I got to get back to the useless. I found some pretty good useless.
I got you.
Every day, but I'm making Black History every motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fucking mass murderer on the loose. Fuck you talking about?
Now you making it just straight lies.
Stop, man. Stop. No cap in the Black History.
Straight lies.
Damn. But we gonna get into the Black History facts to them, for this week. We usually start with the 4 useless, but we just renaming it for this month. It's the 4 Black History facts. So the first fact this week, Phyllis Wheatley was only 12 when she became the first female African American author published.
No,
Phyllis Wheatley. Y'all want some background on it? Y'all want me to tell y'all more about it?
Go ahead. Elaborate.
All right. Despite Phyllis Wheatley's fame, we know surprisingly little about her early life. She was taken from her home in Africa when she was 7 or 8 and sold to the Wheatley family in Boston. The family taught her to read and write and encouraged her to write poetry as soon as they witnessed her talent for it. In 1773, Phyllis published her first poem, making her the first African American to be published. She was only 12 at the time. Her work was praised by high-ranking members of society, notably George Washington. Her writing made her famous throughout the colonies. Not long after her poems were first published, the family that owned Wheatley emancipated her. Unfortunately, her life took a turn from there, especially after the deaths of the many Wheatleys who helped support her. She was stricken with poverty. The fame she had earned from her writing did little to sustain her husband and children. She fell ill and died at the age of 31. But she made that Black History, man.
So young.
Black History, man.
Shout out Phyllis Whitney.
Phyllis Whitney.
Hey, you know, and that's a long history, like you said. Long lineage.
Like I said, man, every weekend, only for the real radio, I can take out, man.
You gonna learn.
You gonna
learn. Learn today.
You know what I'm saying? Usually it's some useless shit, but this shit, man, you get your kids their little Black History project listening to me. You feel? Getting y'all knowledge. MLK, the second fact this week. Did you know MLK improvised the most iconic part of his "I Have a Dream" speech?
Oh, so right off the dome.
Off the dome. It says the fact.
He was cold.
This fact may be the most surprising you'll find here. When King was originally drafting his speech, the dream language was considered, but ultimately edited out. He was only allotted 5 minutes to speak, and he didn't think he'd have enough time to fit those words. When he handed the speech into the press, the words "I have a dream" were not included. When they arrived at the march that morning, King was disappointed at the numbers the media were reporting. Only about 25,000 had showed to protest. But by the time they reached the Lincoln Memorial, the numbers had swelled. Maybe this is what inspired King to suddenly change his speech. Whatever the reason, King's improvisation made history.
The real King.
Yeah. We working on our English here. You know what I'm saying?
Now, did you see the shit that they was that they had? Well, I'm not sure if it's true, but how they was saying that he was he actually didn't die up there when he got shot.
They killed him at the hospital.
Killed him at the hospital.
I read that shit.
Yeah, man.
We never noticed America, man.
The surgeon was behind it all. Wow. They said that before the surgeon walked out, he was like, or when he walked in, he was like, "Man, let that nigga die." On everything. No. They let him die. They could have saved his life.
Memphis.
On everything. They could have saved his life.
My BM she said I'm laid up with a mission.
Man, shout out to King, man.
Shout out to King, man. That shit fucked up, man. You ain't have to bring.
I'm just saying, man. It is Black History shit.
I'm gonna be bringing that bad shit up.
It
fucking
is.
Lebanese.
We sliding for King at any time, no matter what.
Fucking hate Arabs.
What's that man?
Fuck you.
We smoking
yeah, that James Earl Ray. We smoking that. Hey, after we leave, I'm rolling up some James Earl Ray tonight. On my kid. James Earl Ray pack. Fuck you talking about.
James Earl Ray pack.
Tonight I'm getting on the ground, just checking in live tonight. I'm going to Arab Creek because he said I got slide over there. So I'm rolling up his pack. James Earl Ray. You know what I'm saying? So the third Black History fact this week, these ain't useless. The ban on interracial marriage in the U.S. was overturned because of one couple. In 1967, Mildred and Richard Loving left their home state of Virginia to get married. They were warned by Virginia state officials that getting married would be a violation of state law, as Richard was white and Mildred was not. When they returned home, Mildred was promptly arrested. When she was finally released, the couple was referred to the American Civil Liberties, ACLU, by Robert Kennedy. ACLU, seeing an opportunity to end anti-integration laws, jumped at the chance. After making their way through local and state courts, Loving versus Virginia was put before the Supreme Court, and the bans on interracial marriage were deemed unconstitutional. It was a landmark victory for couples of different races, and the Lovings are often heralded as being the catalyst for making it happen. The last law formally prohibiting interracial marriage was overturned in Alabama in 2000. The Lovings were featured in the 2016 biopic Loving, starring Ruth Negga and Joel Edgerton. I can't make that shit up, man. These are real facts. Real fucking facts. And you learn this shit, man. I put that in there because it's Valentine's Day coming up, and I think we're going live next week. I'm not going to be here, but you know, I'm doing Valentine's Day next week. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't approve of the interracial loving thing, but love who you love. Love who the fuck you love. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here loving them.
Don't be sending shots at mother.
I'm not. I'm just saying, bro.
Don't do that, G.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
don't be letting no white black women, black men. Don't be letting nobody inside your kingdom.
Thank
about
Martin
that.
Luther King, man, bringing us together.
Right.
In the last Black History,
it's all warm.
Beat him, G.
In the black,
beat his ass.
In the last Black History fact this week, on 9 months before Rosa Parks, there was a young woman named Claudette Colvin. Damn, so Rosa Parks was not the first. On December 1, 1955, Rosa Parks refused to relinquish her seat on a public bus. Parks' protest sparked the Montgomery bus protest, galvanized the civil rights movement. And it galvanized, I left that out. Yes, she was not the first African-American individual in Montgomery to stand up against injustice in such a manner. On March 2nd, 1955, 15-year-old Claudette Colvin was riding home on a city bus after a long day of school. A white passenger boarded, and the bus driver ordered Claudette to give up her seat. Claudette refused. As she later told Newsweek, I felt like Sojourner Truth was pushing down one shoulder and Harriet Tubman was pushing down the other. I was glued to my seat. Colvin was arrested for civil disobedience and briefly put in jail. The NAACP and other civil rights groups considered rallying around Colvin's case in their campaign against Alabama segregation laws before focusing efforts on Rosa Parks' protests 9 months later. Nevertheless, Colvin was one of the 4 plaintiffs in a landmark Browder versus Gale case of 1956, which ruled that the segregation laws of Montgomery, Alabama were unconstitutional. So she was the original. And sometimes it is bad to be the first person through the door. My nigga BimpGod touched on that earlier. You help a lot of niggas at first base. They don't remember when they round the third who helped them.
No, you're right.
They don't.
Let me put that right there.
They gonna put that run or they I got the run on the board. I scored that run. It don't matter who drove me in. You feel me? It don't matter who sacrificed, flew, bunted me over.
Everybody could relate to that, but we ain't.
Yeah.
But we ain't on no salty shit. We just acknowledging it, you know, because I still want my brothers to win. I want my sisters to win. No matter what, you know, problems they got. Because if it was something we could have, you know, got to the table and got off our chest, we could be moving forward and making these better moves. You don't want nobody to be feeling no type of ways when you making that move. And I understand it's hard because it's just people and they gonna feel the type of way. But at the end of the day, we ain't made it out the shot as far as what we making 100,000, 500,000, $1 million off of what we doing yet. So we still in the mix, man. So you got to keep all your people on point, man. You know what I'm saying, along the way. And that's just how I look at it. So that's why I am. Because I stay solid and I stay down with my people, even through the bullshit. You feel me? I only kind of want, like, our circle to win. And not our circle, I'm talking about us. Like, we stars. We the all-stars presented to the world. You feel me? Coming from this perspective. So, like, if that equate to money, it equate to money. But it damn sure equate to good music, man. East 1600. I brung it to that, you know what I'm
saying? And it reached to how we could wrap this shit up, my nigga. Because 2018, you came strong. It was a flood.
It. Thank you.
How can you top that? How you top it?
Well, this year I'm working with J Remy at Audio 808s, and I'm gonna drop some heat, man. I'm gonna stay consistent. I got my team with me. We gonna finance this shit this year, man. You gonna see some videos from me this year. And I'm gonna pop back on when I got some more heat, man. I'm gonna hit you in line.
Y'all niggas know where I'm at. Like,
I know where you at,
you
bro.
all up in the, you know where the fuck I'm at, bro.
We be slide. We be trying to get past. We be trying to get up and down these spots right here sometimes.
But every Thursday night, Bobo, if you want to slide, you already know you know where the fuck I'm at. We in this bitch every Thursday. I'm waiting for Uncle to slide. He usually slide and sell us some really good shit he steals from Hyde Park. So we you feel me? This is a nice spot to meet Thursday.
I'm gonna take your number and shit.
Yeah, take the information, man. Cause next Thursday, y'all know we in this bitch. My Arab homie when I be. I'm pretty sure my Mexican homie women.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day, man. Shout out to all the lovely ladies.
But mama like, ass got to get my occupied on Valentine's Day.
Get booed up.
I ain't letting, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no boo. And I ain't gonna let no bitch give me a week before to have to
where you got
till it's over.
You got the 13th, you got the 14th, and the 15th.
You got the 15th because the 15th has half off. So you can be like, man, shorty, you got to bring that shit
got the 13th, 14th, and the 15th.
I ain't know what you was booed up with, bitch, but this for you. And I paid $5.
Yeah.
Falling over shit. You feel me? God, don't do like me, fellas. If you love that woman, if you care about it, do that shit up front. But
yeah.
If you just a nigga in line, wait till your turn, my nigga, because one thing for certain, the sun got to shine on every dog's ass one day. You know what I'm saying? And before we get out of here, y'all already know how we end this shit, man. Be safe out there, Chicago, and show love to who? Your enemies, because why? It hurts them more. Only for the Real Radio.